Alright guys, I am finally back because I finally found something worth talking about. Today, I went to the comic book store to pick up my usual number of books, which is getting actually kind of ridiculous, but that's a video for another time. And I found this sitting on the shelf. Shirtless Bear-Fighter. Now, this cover screams everything that I like about comic books. It has giant bears, a hillbilly warlock pig, a shirtless bear fighter, and an evil bear with an eye patch. I mean, what more could I really ask for from a book? So today I thought maybe we could take a look at it, and I can show you some of the stuff that I like now. I would recommend, immediately going out and picking up this book. If you have a local comic book store near you, go to said local comic book store and pick up Shirtless Bear-Fighter, because you will not be disappointed. Now, spoilers, if I'm going to go through this, I'm going to just go through the highlight moments of this book for me. They include, first of all, I just wanted to give credit to the artwork. The artwork reminds me a lot of Luther Strode, which was a book another Image book that came out. I got the first series of that. The first series is actually pretty good. The Strange Tale of Luther Strode. There was also the sequel, The Legend of Luther Strode, and there was one more book. But the artwork favors that work. So it works for me. It's kind of clean and it's over the top, very exaggerated. As you can see, the figures are just as comic booky as they can be. I mean, there's no way this guy could be able to walk or find shoes that could fit him. I mean, look at the size of his feet. And I know what you're thinking, oh, well, maybe that's a perspective thing. But nah, dude, his feet are that big. So, from the beginning, it's they call this dude for animal control, and he's going downtown to, stop whatever animal. They tell him, there's an animal loose downtown. But when he gets downtown, to his surprise, it's a bear. Now, check out this bear. This bear is awesome. That's a comic book bear. Look how humongous he is. The perspective that they use where the guy's, literally looking up at him, helplessly spraying the bear, hoping that it'll, somehow diffuse the situation, but instead it's just probably going to piss the bear off. The glowing red eyes. I can't get enough of when villains or heroes have the glowing red eyes. It's like when Superman does that thing where he makes his eyes glow red. It's really cool. The only thing that's missing is the pee pulling up around this guy after seeing that giant bear. So now here's what I think is one of the best moments in the comic book. So we're out in the forest, and, it's a couple out there, and they're all the guy's all hey, baby, let's get it on. And then just as they're getting ready to get it on, a giant bear comes out of the woods and attacks them. So, of course, they run away. The girl trips because girls always trip. Her boyfriend, Tom, is trying to come back to save her, but there's no need for Tom because a real man is here. Now, let's spend a second on this panel. Now, there are a lot of panels in comic books that introduce you to their hero. Some are really understated, or the hero floats down and he's wearing his costume and everybody's all oh my god, look, it's insert hero name here. Not this dude. This dude comes out of the forest with a beard black as midnight itself, apparently with a very long dong that just seems to be flopping in the wind as he walks. His body's all scarred up. It's a very Wolverine-esque shot, except the way that they're playing it, though, is he just looks almost Superman-esque in his stature and the way that he's striding out of the forest this is my house and I wish you would. So, of course, he walks right up to the bear. The bear roars in intimidation, trying to get this man to back down. But, bear punch. Okay, right there. Bear punch is the coolest thing ever. It reminds me of that Punisher panel where he punches the polar bear in the face. It's in the Welcome Back Frank book written by Garth Ennis. There's a scene where the Punisher's getting chased by goons through through the New York Zoo or the Central Park Zoo, and he walks up to a polar bear and just punches it dead in the face to get the bear pissed off enough to go after the mobsters. It's really great. Okay, so then on the next page, excuse me, this is like my first time doing this. So like the bear's all like, "Ow, man, that like really hurt." So the bear's pissed and he goes straight at our Shirtless Bear-Fighter, and the Shirtless Bear-Fighter, not missing a step, swipes. The bear takes a swipe at him. He counters and goes straight into a naked German suplex. Okay, folks, like, I would normally continue to review, talk about some more about the things that go on in this book, but I mean right there, if you don't want to go buy this book just off of a naked German suplex, I can't help you. And then, another bear punch, fearsome ground and pound, and it's all over. The bear stood no chance. This man is called Shirtless Bear-Fighter for a reason. And of course the people are like, "Thanks, man, I thought we were going to die." And Shirtless Bear-Fighter gives him a look that's almost saying like, "Yeah, I was just here for the bear. I could care less about you." And then he strides off into the forest, still buck naked, carrying his prize. Clearly he's been in the forest for a long time. And so then, of course, now this one reminds me of Black Dynamite. There's a movie that came out more than a couple years ago. It's almost 10 years old now. Good Lord. Black Dynamite with Michael Jai White. He was the guy that played Spawn, and he has a lot of cool action movies. But there's a scene where after he comes back from, beating up pimps and hoes or whatever it is he does, where the CIA comes and they're trying to get Black Dynamite to come back to the CIA. So, of course, this scene, it's a cop that looks like an amalgamation of like every black movie cop or special agent ever, right down to it looks like he should be saying, "I'm getting too old for this shit." So, as they go to try to apprehend or bring in Bearman, or Shirtless Bearman for a talk, he jumps up and attacks them before they even have a chance. Nice move, Shirtless. It's good to see you haven't gone soft on us. Now, this panel also brings up another interesting point. The man's name is Shirtless. That's just not like the name of the book. It's his name. That's so boss. Like, I don't want to spoil any more of this book. Like, seriously, this book is one of the best surprises that I've had in a comic book store in a couple of months. Which is why I've actually decided to make a video instead of doing a podcast about it. So, if you guys want to go buy this book, trust me, it's worth it. By the way, there is one more part in this book that's really awesome. And hold on, I'm going to actually skip to it so you can see it. Where is it? Hold on, hang on. Bear with me, folks. Just bear, get it? Bear with me. So, how does Shirtless Bear-Fighter travel around? In a bear plane. It's a plane made out of dead bears. Literally a plane made of dead bears. So, Shirtless Bear-Fighter from Image Comics. It's $3.99. Okay, $3.99. Normally I would complain about that. Like, I would figure a book like this would be $2.99 or something like that. But $3.99 for this book is awesome. It's worth every single penny. Go to your local comic book store, support, order it, get a copy so we can get more books. They're just fun. This book was just fun. And I can't recommend it any higher than how I'm recommending it right now. And by the way, here's the back cover. Seriously, that's the back cover. There are two covers to the issue. There's this one right here, and then there's another one where it's just a fist punching a bear in the face, which I actually do like a lot. I probably wish I got both of them. I just got this one. I'm probably going to go back tomorrow and pick up the other copy, the other cover. So that was my quick little review for Shirtless Bear-Fighter. Please go out, support this book, support this book, support this book. We need more of Shirtless out there kicking behind of all these evil bears out in the world. That came out a lot more Hitler-y than I wanted it to. So I'm going to do this out of five stars, out of a 5-star system. This is 5 stars easily for me. I don't know if I'll be able to maintain the goofiness of this book, but hey, I'm willing to let them try. I'm willing to give it the old 6-issue story arc try. So, Shirtless Bear-Fighter, the first comic book review from the Ye Old Zero Cool podcast. Please go out and support this book. Buy it now. Buy it. And wherever your local comic books are sold. Thanks, guys.